Hey, what's happening? Neo here. In my last video I did a commentary on the K10 and I hope you guys liked it and started to use the K10 a bit more. In this video, this is a match that went horribly wrong at the start, but it was down to me being rubbish that day and a lot of other things like lag and just like bullshit kills sort of thing. But this video is going to show you going 3 to 10 down to end up being 38 to 13, and that was just by switching my class to the Vector. Now I've been watching a lot of videos recently about like class setups and stuff like that, so I wanted to give you a bit of a sort of like a talk through those. There's been like a lot of people asking about FMJ and does it really increase your bullet damage, that sort of thing, and there's been 1,000 videos on like how it proves it or disproves it for whatever reason. Then you've got the long barrel versus your silencer and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to talk to you during this gameplay about what I use and why I use it sort of thing. But class setups are just down to yourselves and like what you used to what you're comfortable using even. For me, I'm more of a sort of ninja-y kind of player. I like to run around being hidden from view, not being able to be seen. So for me it's all about stealth. So a lot of my class setups tend to be like a one-gun class with like scavenger on, so that I never run out of ammo, because I always like to use just one weapon. I'm not very good at playing a class that has two weapons, because I never seem to switch to my secondary. So you'll find that most of my classes end up with Ghost, that obviously protects you from UAVs while you're moving, and another amazing perk that is probably one of the best perks I've found on Black Ops 2 is the Dead Silence perk. I mean, I'm using it on this game and I use it pretty much on every class setup because it's so useful. You can run around without getting heard or seen quite easily. Oh, that was like a bullshit kill there. It's like, how did that grenade hit me? But anyway, going back to Dead Silence. Dead Silence is one of the most useful perks ever. It's really good for getting round the back of people, especially when you're sprinting a lot and trying to get behind everyone. You don't want them to hear you. So Dead Silence absolutely kills all noise made by you while you're running. The only time you ever hear any noise is if you like drop off a building or something. So I use that in conjunction with Ghost, because that way it's like being a ninja. You're literally running around, not showing up on the enemy radar, and you're not making no noise. So they're not going to know where you are if you're an enemy or whatever, because it's very hard to be detected. Now, I don't know what I prefer more, the cold-blooded perk or the scavenger one. Now most of my classes tend to have scavenger, like as I said before, I only use primary weapons. So running around being able to pick up ammo is like key for my classes. But sometimes I go with perk 2 greed if I don't have the primary gunfighter wildcard, so that I always end up with scavenger and cold-blooded. Now cold-blooded is flaming useful against gay people who use target finders. I cannot stress how annoying target finder whores are. I bet you guys have probably been in games where you found target finders camping in every building possible, or just sitting at the back of the map waiting for somebody to light up on their sort of like target finder radar thing. So I always find that cold-blooded is really good for combating that, because then they think you're on their team even. There's another bit of a bullshit kill. I don't know how I didn't kill him. But anyway, yeah, cold-blooded is again also stops you being the target of target finders, the millimeter scanner I believe, and all that stuff. So it's really useful having that around as your perk. But a lot of people I've seen on YouTube that use classes tend to go for stuff like engineer, where they can see bouncing betties and claymores. But to be honest, you don't really need engineer. Like, if you're running into a building, bouncing betas are ridiculously easy to sort of combat now, because you hear them before they get set off. So if you've got quick reflexes, you just hit circle, crouch down, Bob's your uncle, you've done it. Now claymores are a different matter because you don't hear the claymore go off. You literally run into a room and it's just like dead anyway. There's no way to avoid it. However, with claymores, providing like the enemy hasn't stuck them like in a corner somewhere where, or like out of view, you can tend to see the lasers on the claymores anyway. So they're pretty easy again to discover. So you don't really need engineer. Then again, like, a lot of people are using that focusing perk that stops you from flinching when you're being shot. Now that is a very, very useful perk, but for me I don't tend to use it, because if I'm going to die in a gunfight, I'm going to die. Like, I like to just go in, silencer, everything, be stealthy. So for me, I'm not going to get shot at very often, and if I am, I'm going to be beaten anyway, because I don't have focus. But that's why my classes are based around getting at the back of everyone's spawns and literally just taking them from behind. You'll see, like as I'm doing here, like the Vector, I'm using the Vector with a silencer, it's got extended mags and FMJ because I use primary fire. Now, to be honest, I don't really know why I decided to go with FMJ. I guess because I sort of got it in my head that I was going to get more damage from it. Here comes a nice triple kill. So yeah, FMJ I put on it just for I guess just for the bullet penetration, for like if you're going around finding campers that are hiding behind cover. Although it's not really that useful for the things hiding behind cover, it is very, very useful for taking out enemy aircraft. But that's something I'm going to change in the future, I guess, and swap FMJ with something else, like probably the quick draw handle, or like a, I don't know what else you'd use for the Vector to make it any better, because I hate target finder and I don't like the millimeter scanner sort of thing, so I tend not to use the newbie attachments. But anyway, I really want to know what you guys have been using as your class setups, because I'm getting quite bored of being like a ninja style. I want to go for something different. This is really lucky here. I was a bit of a retard. I was like, what the hell's going on? But yeah, if you guys can leave a comment or like send me a message saying like what class you use as your best setup. And give me some like tips and pointers that I can maybe do some videos that don't involve me just running around being ninja style. That'd be really, really great. And again, if you do like our videos and you enjoy watching our videos, a like goes a long way, so liking our videos is really appreciated, and leaving a comment is even better than a like, because we get to hear feedback from our viewers. If you really enjoy our videos, we really appreciate if you subscribe to us as well, so you can catch up and don't miss an episode. Like, we're not one of the hardcore sort of commentators who release a video every day, every week sort of thing. We're kind of like a casual YouTube sort of user who like occasionally does videos as and when sort of thing, but we like to keep it varied. Like, people get bored of watching the same shit on YouTube, and it's like it's Black Ops videos after Black Ops videos after Black Ops videos, and then you get all the like Modern Warfare 3 videos and all that stuff. Like, we try to change it up a bit and combine like our love of like electronics and gaming with, say, useful stuff like photo editing, website designing and stuff like that. So if you check out our other videos, you might even learn something. You might, if you use Photoshop, we've got a couple of Photoshop tutorials that you can view and probably get your skills better. But we really want to just know what our viewers want to see. So if you've got any ideas of what videos you'd like, I'm sure I can talk to Steve, and hopefully we'll get some good and better videos up once we've got the feedback. Now, I'm working on a monster PC, and like this PC is going to be absolute beast. Like, I'm going for like 64 gigabytes of RAM. I'm going for like the top end crazy shit of everything. And we're going to hopefully do a video of how to build a PC from scratch. So hopefully you guys will get to learn something there. And the game's almost coming to an end now, and you'll see just how like you can turn a bad game good with just the class setups that you're used to. Like, I quite like the shotgun class I started with, but I don't think it's right for this level. So as we can see at the end of the table, I think I end up top possibly, I can't remember. But I ended up with like 38 to 13, so I pulled it back from 3 to 10, which is pretty good. There we go, see, I ended up top. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. See you in the next one. Take care.